leads so nicely into tonight's final segment. I put out an
Ooh,
a-hole poll. Haven't done one of those in a while,
very famous a-hole poll.
and it was who should be the opening day starter for the White Sox. And
These are fun
despite
questions to think about. I like how you do the a-hole polls on Sox type thing on Twitter.
um and I always give somewhat of a colorful reply. So your options were
Your options
Cease.
are very unique. You never keep them simple, which
Yes,
it
it's
definitely has its own style.
Cease, Spring be damned. Lynn, he's earned it.
Mm.
Giolito, comeback kid. And I put Clevenger with just an ellipsis because I didn't really know what to say
Oh
about
my
him given
God.
the situation in the offseason.
I think
So
didn't somehow Clevenger got more votes than Giolito even?
Clevenger, I believe, probably
That's
got one to two votes on this, but Cease,
that might be a
despite
joke.
all of the
That's got to
yeah,
be a
yeah,
joke. Somebody voting for
it could be a
Clevenger on
joke.
this.
It could be a joke. 63% voted for Dylan Cease. So despite all the panic on WST, it seems like people have come to their senses.
Yeah.
25% voted for Lance Lynn, and I kind of put them in the order I thought they would come in, but Giolito, he's getting no love, man. He got zero. No,
He's been
no.
your opening day starter for the last 3 years, I believe, hasn't he?
Yes, he has. He got no
Wow, just kicked
love.
out the door in his
Yeah.
walk year.
Geez. And then Clevenger got 12% of the
Wow.
vote.
That is a
The new
shocking
kid.
result at the end of that poll.
Yes,
I think
that is.
Cease is the obvious choice. I like the idea of Lynn coming in second. That makes I think that makes sense to me. I guess the shocking part of this is the Giolito uh, example right there. I mean, like I said, he's been your starter, opening day starter for the last 3 years. Terrible, pretty fucking terrible year last year. He bulked up last year, and apparently he's lost that
Yeah,
bulk
he did.
again. So I don't know why baseball players bulk up at any point. Seems to always be a mistake. Like I'll derail this podcast for a minute, but say as Suzuki on the north side, it gained like 25 pounds of muscle in the offseason, immediately strained his oblique.
Yeah.
Who didn't see that coming? Like every time somebody gets bigger in the offseason, there's always an oblique injury. It seems like there's always something against their typical performance. I never understood that. So Giolito, hyper cerebral guy, maybe one of the smarter people in all of baseball. He almost gets in his own way. He thinks too much. He overthinks things. So maybe getting back to the way he was in his really good season from 2 years ago might be the way to go. But I could see why Sox fans might not have as much faith in him to be your opening day starter for what it's worth. But
Yeah, I just found it, like you said, it probably was a joke just to see the funny result that Clevenger actually got any
you
votes
you put it
compared
up
to
there. You're on a
Giolito.
comedic tee for them. So
I
yeah, of
did.
course.
I left Kopech off on purpose. I wanted Clevenger in there.
Mm,
So
there you go.
yeah, so that is it for
Well,
Sox thing.
thanks for everyone for participating in the a-hole poll. I'm sure you'll have many more to come.
Word Hole Media.